Oh, this...
How? What could you... We told us...
I shall punish you.
Yes, ruins excavate. It's a simple task. Oh, never. Weren't you an excavator? I thought you'd get eaten live. But it seems you've some use. I'll grant you access to the ancient stone chamber. Go and help Eden finish up with the excavation.
You're practically drooling over those relics. Does a visit to places such as this make your heart skip a beat as well? Huh? Oh, so you're the living relic Eden discovered. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. Luffy Bed Mountain, at your service. Not sure why no one has ever stumbled upon this stone chamber up until now, but I guess you're some sort of lucky charm, aren't you? It just so happens that the day you awoke was the day we finally cracked the secret of these 5 stone murals. These murals of prophecy have been speculated to have been painted by the ancients. They depict the rise and fall of the Kron Kingdom that was central to Balanos. Take a closer look. Who knows? You might be standing in front of your own creations, and you've just forgotten about it. A depiction of Noir III of House Bartali, the last king of the Kron Kingdom of Balanos. The enormous crown symbolizes his unchallenged authority. The only thing he feared was death itself. One day, an alchemist from across the desert sought audience with Noir III. My master shall grant you eternal life. If I heard that, my eyes would be big as dinner plates. Eternal life. Quite the thing to crave, especially in a world where many struggle to eke out a full living, even once.
Tell me about the evil god Hadum and the fall of the Kron Kingdom mural.
Alas, the prospect of immortality
Yeah, and
blinded
what you hear
Noir
is
III, and he
Old and
took
New
the
Year
alchemist's
songs.
offer.
Midnight here.
The blood and organs of 100
So you might
children
hear,
and maidens, all offered up as
people being
sacrifice
idiots.
to the alchemist. The king's madness swept throughout Balanos as the people's resentment reached the heavens. But Noir III made no effort to stop the ritual to summon the alchemist's master. By the time the king learned the truth, that the alchemist served the evil god Hadum, his concerns had narrowed to the point where he cared not of such things. Fortunately, Elion, Al, and their believers did not remain idle, and the ritual to bring about Hadum into this world was halted. Though, in doing so, the castle was toppled and shattered to pieces. The mighty kingdom of Kron joined the many other kingdoms lost to history. This was barely over 150 years ago. But do you know what's even more amazing? I, at Luffy Bed Mountain, used the latest advancements in archaeological dating to determine exactly when these murals were constructed. Apparently, these stone murals were made not 150 years ago, but much, much further back.
Okay.
Ever did the ancients peer so far into the future? Ah, right. I've saved the most interesting mural for last. This one depicts a prophecy that's yet come to pass. It's the Breaker of Chains, who freed the vengeful souls sacrificed to summon Hadum to our realm. Yikes, look at the time. Take this information regarding the final mural and bring it to Martha Kean down there, will you? You can't miss her. She's unreasonably tall and wears glasses so big you would mistake her for a frog.
Okay. Laffy Badmountain says to go find Martha Kean. Yeah, that word I can't pronounce. And give her the information regarding the final mural. Completion target Martha Kean.
Just listen to her speak and you will catch wind of her temper. Eesh, goose flesh just thinking about it.
Alright.
My word, is that the final mural? And you are?
No one nail accordance. I guess you don't know who I am either.
Are you the one Eden described as a living relic he found toppled over? My goodness. My name is Martha Kean, an archaeologist by trade. I guess this too is fate. Should we shake hands or something?
Martha! Martha! I found it! Come quickly!
Well, no time for handshakes. My, is it just me? Or are we seeing some steady developments after your awakening?
I don't know.
If everyone worked towards a single goal in harmony, heaven on earth could be achieved. I
True.
swear I've seen these writings in an ancient text in Valencia somewhere. An ancient weapon that attacked the ancients. Who could have made such a thing? Is your heart pounding as hard as mine?
Yeah. I don't know. If you say so.
Every time I make a discovery like this, it's like stealing a swig of light ale stashed away in a Calphionian noble's warehouse.
Hehe, this worthless antique isn't the power we're looking for. Let's get out of here before this human talks us to death. Alright. The Black Spirit says that it senses immense power from further below. Go back and talk with Eden. Alright. Go talk with Eden. Okay, someone is busy fighting. The beginning and the end is the same. I don't understand this statement.
I could hear Laffy and Martha from all the way over here. I was wondering who their special guest would be. And it was you. You and I have already been introduced. Though I believe you've yet to meet my comrade, the beautiful Ganelle, Orwin.
Eden, come now, quit it! Greetings. I am Orwin Avilia.
Ah, now do be careful. The remains of many petrified ancients are strewn about. It appears some unpredictable power remains sealed within this relic.
Not to mention the upside-down trees that are rooted around the relic as well. During my brief stay in the forests in the Southern Territories, I recall reading about them in some forbidden texts.
Dabbling in forbidden texts from such a young age? I can't imagine. Especially considering how prim and proper you are right now.
Yikes. Heh, he said to be careful, but what does he know? It's right in front of us, the power we've been sensing. Let's hurry and take a look at the relic. It looks impossibly old, but I can't help feeling it's familiar. The Black Spirit says to examine the ancient relic. Alright, consider it done. You sense the Black Spirit energy resonate from the ancient relic.
Wait, stand back right now!
My goodness, what are you doing all of a sudden?
Place your hands on the relic.
Are you awake? These are the memories of the forgotten world. Sorry, but you should have known better.
Yeah, this has changed a bit.
Your face suddenly turned pale. Are you okay?
Yes.
You remembered something, didn't you? But why would you do such a thing in front of an ancient relic you've never seen before? Wait, could it be?
You wouldn't have some red-eyed being whispering incessantly in your head now, would you?
Ah, it must be a black spirit. Those entities that bring ruin to all who succumb to their whispers.
No.
I was joking when I called you a living relic, but now it appears that name was right on the mark.
Yeah. Trap.
Eden, please, isn't that a bit too much? And yet, it may be wise to tell the others what we've just witnessed. The relic has begun to move. At this rate, the dark energies will...
An immense source of power resonated from the relic. Then a horde of black spirits come bursting forth, escaped from the ancient stone chamber.
The relic probably awakened after reacting to your black spirit. Be careful. Those spirits will definitely seize any chance to swallow you whole.
Yeah.
You alright?
Yes, I am. Everybody's frozen. Spooky. Oh yeah, this is the NA account. Okay. Don't touch it, because it will be boomerangs. Don't touch the spirits. Because I've done that once. I was like, what would it do? No, thank you. Maybe on my second character. No, go away. Now you can skip it, but I won't skip. So you can see yeah, I will create a guild later.
I knew it, I knew it! I knew you were trouble the moment I laid eyes on you. Forget what I said earlier. You aren't a lucky charm at all. Do you know how many hours of labor were wasted because of you? Are you going to explain this delay to that Janet or Gerald or whatever that stuck-up lady's name is?
Yeah.
Oh, calm down, Laffy. If it weren't for this adventurer, we would have never found the Black Stone. So, it'll be fine.
Yeah, it will be fine.
You think that alone will ease her temper? Why are you so oblivious to the ways of the world?
Yeah, she has a hot temper already, princess. Jared. Domengard. Domengard. We were hoodwinked. That relic was a pinata stuffed with uselessness. The real one should still be somewhere around here. But why did someone go through the pains of leaving a fake behind? And yet, we were able to glimpse a bit of our lost memories. Elizra, the White Witch. We need to find her. Let's talk with that human called Eden again. Looks like he did well to keep up with us. The Black Spirit says that he's in his... it's a shame that it didn't gain any power from the relic. Let's go talk with Eden. We must recover our power along with the rest of our memories. Whenever, wherever, just call ... me. Yeah, that's the keybind that you need to press to summon him. It's the one next to the letter M from Marie. From the English keyboards. The QWERTY. Okay, Black Spirit gift inventory slots. So, what do you think about having me around? I like to think I bring a healthy dose of excitement to your life. And this is just the beginning. You can't even imagine what's ahead of you. Till then, I've got your back and you've got mine. Here, I've prepared a little something for you. The Black Spirit is proud of your hard efforts and will also give you a gift. Let's receive the rewards from the Black Spirits. Okay, go use the back one. So we get that what he's giving. Do you like the gift? I prepared it just for you. Thank you. Yeah, already. So in the inventory, you see this normally, and this is what you get if you're just new. But after a bit, it will be disappearing, and then you need to put everything here in your bags. Now this is the normal bag, but you can also put it in categories, and then this is usable. So this is a expansion, so it gives you 2+. We've got 40, now we've got 42. Okay, we go to Eden.
Elizra, the White Witch? To think that she was part of your lost memories.
Why don't we speak more on the matter after returning to the Western Guard camp? Lady Durette's awaiting our report on the relic excavation results.
I bet she'll give us an earful after she hears of our findings, but that's for us to deal with. What about our friend here? Lady Durette won't let just anyone waltz right into the Western Guard camp.
Yeah.
Do you know of any way we might get on her good side? Anything that might put her in a more magnanimous mood?
No. She has a short fuse. Way of the
The
world.
only time I've seen the lady's foul temper abate were the day she met with Grand Chamberlain Jordi. Truth is, we've been waiting for a wagon with supplies from Western Guard camp, but it's yet to pass by. I had a bad feeling something in the woods may have caused the wagon's delay. If it's not too much trouble, could you go investigate?
Sure, we do. Eden says you need to do something worth mentioning before heading back to the Western Guard camp. Defeat small tree spirits and wolves while searching for the wagon.
It's a bit inconvenient, but I suppose that's the way of the world. We'll wrap things up here and follow right after you.
Alright. Let's kick some ass! Right. So. Spirits. I don't see any wagon here. Maybe the wolves already gobbled them up. Yeah, the hehe is not hee but hehe. Like the evil laugh. Yeah, sorry, when I think of it, I need to laugh myself. Seeing how there is no trace of the wagon to be found, maybe they are never made it to this point. We must recover our power along. Yes, yes, yes. The three spirits expert. The black spirit says there are much larger three spirits farther down and suggests that you go look over there for the wagon. Oh, there are some larger tree spirits lumbering over that way. Think we can find some clues there? Let's go. Alright, will do. Oh, there is one here. Lingering. Hey, hello, imagine me. Whee! You attack me? Go away! Stupid. Okay, let's run.
I'm saved! I thought you'd walk right past me! What? My wagon's over there, broken into pieces.
The hilltop the wagoner was pointing to its ravaged by the ongoing battle between the imps and the soldiers.
Oh, I just realized my life has been spared, but only to be at the mercy of Lady Jarrett when she gets word of this.
Yeah. That type of girl. Lady Jarrett this, Lady Jarrett that. Why is everybody falling all over themselves over some meager human? Because she is a princess. That's why. Hey, that older deer next to the broken wagon. Isn't he the one who yelled at us to get our butts to work? He seemed to take orders from the redhead who out-yelled him. Maybe if we pulled his butt out of the fire, it'll ingratiate us with the lady, right? The Black Spirit says that we can get into the Western Guard camp by saving Roig Mills. Recover the wagon driver's money and belongings from the imps and talk to Roig Mills. Alright, I will save your butt. One. No, there are still more. The quest. This is good about this game is that you can see the quest. If you're on quest, you see it above the head. And on the minimap, it is orange. Hey, who's back attacking me? Go away. Okay, Roig. Woo! I will bit with the force.
The moment I saw you slay those wolves, I knew you weren't ordinary. A weapon is more suited to your hand than a pickaxe. Well, one good turn deserves another. I've secured a job for you. Do as you're ordered, and you'll find your life becoming a bit more comfortable.
My name is Fania, and I am an officer of the Western Guard camp. I'd rather not meet under such circumstances, but it appears we have no choice. I heard from Sir Roig that you are an excavator, but with a special set of skills.
It appears their skills were wasted digging for relics. You've been looking to hire mercenaries, have you not?
Let's consider this a formal interview, then. Help us pave the way out of here. I shall guard Sir Roig.
Fania, a Western Guard camp officer, asked again for assistance in escorting them back to camp.
See? Knowing how to seize the right opportunity is a skill in itself. Now, ensure my recommendation continues to carry weight.
Is that new weapon? To equip the weapon, you see at the top right, you can upgrade. Press R. Undo? Who the heck is undo?
This is the Western Guard camp overseeing Eastern Balanos. I heard a ruckus and thought it was the goblins again. Ah, Officer Fania, you're wounded! Medic! Get over here now! Everyone, right here!
I'm fine. Please tend to other soldiers who are more seriously wounded. Devane, where is he? Seems he's not around. This is the one who saved us from the imps. Though the wagon was destroyed, we thankfully did not share that fate. And yet goblins again. Is that why the imps have grown so aggressive?
Yeah. The soldiers tells you to look beneath the bridge to the south.
King of the Goblins grows craftier by the day. Take a look beneath the bridge if you want to see what I mean.
Piles of imps' corpses lay beneath the bridge. No wonder the imps are so angry.
That's the work of the Goblin King, Geath. Duvain is tracking him down, but capturing him is a difficult feat.
No, the Goblin King Geath is no longer of this world, so... Spoiler alert! Yeah, that's what you get if you played it already before.
The imps mistakenly believed that this slaughter was our doing. Long ago, this region was originally claimed by the goblins. One day, Rednose, leader of the imps, suddenly appeared and sent all the goblins packing to Kron Castle ruins.
Okay, yeah, sorry. I'm in the midst of doing something else in the meantime as well. Okay, one day Rednose, leader of the imps, suddenly appeared and sent all the goblins packing to Kron Castle ruins.
I don't blame Geath for resenting them for that. I need to give my report to Captain Cliff.
It seems things here have grown dire while our attentions were on the stone chamber. I need to go alert the lady of the situation immediately. Don't worry. I'll carry word of your deeds to her ear. You will be rewarded handsomely, more so than that Eden fellow.
Penny asked us to meet Armstrong, the skill instructor, to learn how to get stronger.
Why don't you go visit the skill instructor Armstrong for the time being? With just a little polish on your basics, you'll make a fine mercenary.
Mercenary. Alright, let's do this then. T for automatic running. Ooh, and don't forget to
Greetings. I'm Luke from Velia. I'm proud of paying my share of taxes.
if you see those question thingy, talk to them to get
Where are you from? Not from here?
No, not from here indeed. Oh yeah, I need
Wanna check in your horse?
Can I, do you have a shop?
Are you interested in trade?
No.
For me, it's always welcome.
It must be here then, arms dealer. Yeah, here you are.
Seems you're an adventurer. Need a weapon?
So, junk items. Uppa, and then repair. Repair. Oh, there's no repairs. Okay.
Captain Cliff is in favor of Armstrong.
Yes, yes. And I'll talk to you later, boy.
Obsession with one's heyday is for the ordinary.
I am Armstrong, a skill instructor. When it comes to handling swords, I do alright.
Oh, a recommendation from Officer Fania herself, with a note that you could do with learning a few more skills.
How to get stronger, learn skills.
The more skills you learn, the stronger you will become. Keep checking from time to time on what new skills you are able to learn.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that is K. And then scroll down until you see like this, something blinking. I press shift and then left click on it to put everything in it. You don't have to, but I do it all the time. I really don't mind. Okay, don't scare them, my boy. Yes, yes.
Eden's living relic! You should have sent word you arrived safely. We were worried sick. We thought the imps had dragged you off to their cave. We were just about ready to send you off for the proper funeral rites.
Metal
Spoons and all.
Yeah, metal spoons, please.
Would you have preferred a wooden spoon or a metal one? I guess we could always just ask you instead. Which one would you pick?
A metal one, like I said.
Experience, Luffy. You know quite a lot about foreign customs. Hiding a secret lover from the land of the morning light, are we?
We've been granted an audience. Let us not keep the lady waiting now.
Let her wait. Luffy Batman says let's go together to Lady Jarrett's tent.
I suppose we'll find her in her tent, where she always is.
Yeah, for her protection. Didn't you know? It's for her protection.
This tastes horrible. Did you really think I would eat this garbage?
Princess, we are not in Heidel anymore.
Ugh, whatever. Just finish the job and go home.
So we meet again, new excavator. Good timing too. I had something important to tell you.
Do you know what allows Sir Jordine absolute rule over Serendia? Faith. Our faith in him, and his faith in us. I too demonstrated the capacity for good faith when I sent you off, and your favorable outcome is proof that my faith in you is rewarded. Does this not make me a most favorable counterpart to his lordship? Am I mistaken, my dear Roy?
Yes, you're mistaken, Miss Self-centered brat. Eden, am I really asking too much of him? Or is he just lazy?
I place my faith in your good judgment as well, though those results currently seem to be less than favorable. My wagon of the finest Calphionian craftsmanship in pieces. The black stones that were the sole reason for me funding this excavation absent. Do you think I poured out such funding so that you could go dig up these worthless pebbles?
Jared Domingat seems pretty upset after hearing the report on the excavation. Let's hear what Eden has to say.
Apologies, Your Highness. As speculated, the depths of the chamber indeed held black stones, but what we found was merely the empty remains of the stones, after the black spirits sealed within had consumed all of their power.
You don't look like an adult half-wit. Cut the spiritual nonsense and speak with some sense. You're professionals, are you not? You are being paid as such. With that payment comes the expectation of results, not half-baked excuses about spirits. You think these results will welcome me into Sir Jordine's strong embrace? Must I be ever haunted by the shadow of disappointment I'll cast across his chiseled face? Get out! All of you! Never show your faces here again!
Whatever.
You've lost your memories, haven't you? Congratulations on your first castigation. It can be a burden to earn a living at times. Though it strikes me as odd. I heard all the black stones excavated in Serendia are being shipped directly to Calphion. Why is this Jordine fellow making his own fiancée aid another nation in gathering black stones?
Since there aren't any black stones left in the stone chamber, I guess it's time that we set off for another excavation site. One possessed by a black spirit may briefly gain great power and wisdom, but their ultimate fate is to succumb to its darkness and become a monstrosity. I pray you remain on the right path, for anything so easily gained can also be easily lost.
Eden gave you some earnest advice pertaining to the Black Spirit. However, shouldn't you also hear the Black Spirit out as well?
Stop scaring them, my boy. Keep your mind and body sharp, and there's nothing to fear. Next time we meet, let's go grab a pint together.
Would love that. Okay, at the top right you see R equip. So press R to equip. And then try pressing Control. Right? Press right and hide it there. Okay. And never do that because normally I don't. You must say that the black stones plant the seeds of greed, but don't seem to mind when those seeds yield the fruit of their ambition. Like the chicken and the egg, it's senseless to ask which came first. Yeah, in a way I thought about it, like what came first, the chicken or the egg. I would say the egg, because you are born, from there you become the chicken, and then the chicken lays the eggs and then repeats. It starts somewhere. You can't just be a chicken. You need to start somewhere as an egg. Then is how does the egg exist then? Nature has its way. It's a bit you get your head around, like what the hell? But oh well. It always starts with something small at the beginning, the start. As a seed, an egg, as a seed. That's what where we all start from. Yeah, it's a weird talk, but hey. Never forget just how precious the black stones are. Rogue Mills, the butler of Lady Gerard, seems to have something to say. Okay, what do you want to want, boy?
From our first encounter, I knew there was more to you than meets the eye. If you live as long as I do, you become quick to spot these things. I have a proposal for you. What say you to working for Lady Gerard?
Yeah, I would say yes, it's a great honor. It's okay. If I get a nice reward from it, why not?
Excellent. Take this letter of recommendation to Captain Cliff. He serves under the lady's father and oversees these parts.
I'm in the middle of the meeting now. Is it important? Ah, you're the one from the stone chamber.
Ah, Lady Durette's recommendation. I heard the news from Officer Fania. You saved them all from the Imp's aggression. We are currently tasked with finding the source of all this chaos. The very leader of the Imps himself, Red Nose. He suddenly appeared one day and kicked all the goblins out. Now he's been sighted launching small-scale raids into the settlements nearby. Although, we're still unsure how he came to possess his current power. But first, we need to deal with these steel imps. Set off immediately for the northern bridge. and defend this camp at all costs.
Cliff Captain of the Western Guard Camp tells you to head north to the bridge and defend the camp.
Don't forget that the fate of this camp now lies on your shoulders.
Alright. Oh yeah, I'm going to do F4. So take a screenshot. Yeah. Then press space and then space again. So, and then exit. Then you can see I made a. Oh, I will do it again. F4 because I want to see this lovely, cute face. Yeah, I've got load file. I've saved some files for my original. So, hi, cutie. Yes. Yep. Okay. Discord. I also have Discord. So yeah. Oh yeah.
impressive. Let's use this momentum to track down Red Nose. If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. However, we still don't know much about Red Nose. A few days ago, some of our soldiers encountered Red Nose. Not everyone made it out, but perhaps you can speak to the lucky ones who did.
Fania wants to get some information about Red Nose, the imp-boss, from the soldiers who had recently faced him and returned alive.
I will be waiting. Word's gone round the camp that the imp expert will soon arrive.
His nose was so incredibly red. Imagine a ripe tomato. Now just imagine it redder.
So, if you've encountered Red Nose?
I was patrolling the northern forest when I felt a cold energy behind me. When I turned around, I saw an imp the size of an house. I knew straight away it was Red Nose. Boy, that imp was strong. He pulled out a sword as big as I am.
Anything else on Red Nose?
He was pretty agile too, considering his giant physique and all. He sprung at me like a frog. Well, I nearly died that day. I reckon that's what getting hit by a gold-laden wagon feels like. Look, if you want to find out more, go to the blacksmith. I heard he cleaned up the aftermath of the skirmish.
Okay, I'm going to sell stuff.
Seems you're an adventurer. Need a weapon?
And repair. Oh, there's nothing to repair.
Imps
Alright.
rob lots of militia weapons.
Defense is survival. Don't hesitate investing in armor.
Huh? What are you looking for? The armor of the soldiers attacked by Red Nose?
The armor, useless after the beating it took. I disposed of it. But whatever odds and ends I found at the scene, I put in a box.
So where's the box? There's the box filled with the junk recovered from Red Nose ambush site. Exit this menu and auto-navigate will guide you to the box.
The armor?
Yeah. Box contains items gathered after incident with Red Nose. Open the box. Most of these look like unclaimed belongings of soldiers. Among them, something stands out with initial engraved on it.
This? What's this doing here? This belongs to one of our rookies, Murray. But he wasn't on duty at the time.
You started this commotion? Yeah.
No, that's not mine. You've got the wrong idea. I had nothing to do with that skirmish. Well, I mean, I did, but not on purpose. I was off duty, heading into Velia. They've got this smoked chicken. My wife is pregnant and she loves the stuff. Anyway, I spotted an imp wandering alone, sort of drunk-looking, stumbling about with a crooked nose. Well, this is rather embarrassing, but I flicked him on the head and said, "Hey, pal, you red nose or something? Skulking about all alone here?" Then the ground started to quake beneath me, and I swear Red Nose really appeared. I didn't think, I just ran for my life.
You started this whole commotion, and you didn't even have the dragon eggs to report it. You'll face a military tribunal for this.
I played. Just like the devil. Speak Red Nose name, and there he is. Do you think Red Nose like this? His nose? I don't even have a nose yet. The Black Spirit wants you to share the information we gathered from the camp with Vania.
it was all Mare's doing then. Looks like I'll be taking up extra shifts. I'll think about that later. Let's move on to our next task. The important thing now is distracting the imps. The imp expert has constructed a trap to capture them.
Fanny asks you to distract the imps until Uno, the imp expert, gets on with them.
You're up for the task, aren't you?
Yeah.
Deal with some of the imps here first, then follow the path.
Yes, ma'am. Alright, let's kick some ass again. It's our time. Oh yeah, for the test is a bit bigger because I'm blind to freak. I'll put it on 100. Alright. Yanni! I love it when he says certain things like Yanni! Woo! Yeah, I fell in love with this class. I can't play this class, but yet I really love it. Slice and dice and dice and slice and dice. I'm done. Okay, Uno! Uno, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Okay, Steam. YouTube. Okay. Discord. Yeah, we got everything. Nah, almost everything. Discord. Bling, bling. If people know how to, so. Right. Yeah, not that people will come, so.
It's you, the living relic. Don't look so surprised. Eden won't shut up about you. Look here, I've caught a useful prisoner. Exactly how is a trade secret. You've got that shocked expression on your face again. Ready to be really blown away? My prisoner is an imp who can speak the common tongue.
I told you, I don't know where the boss is. Our boss comes and goes as he pleases.
Hey, Eden told me that you are an expert on this. Why don't you show what you've got?
No one knows where the boss's hideout is.
Then I shouldn't have wasted my time capturing you.
Do you think I knew I'd get caught like this? Wow, look at the brains on this beanstalk. And you think us imps are stupid? Red nose or blue nose, the beanstalk asks, without even thinking to ask about Tiny Nose.
Oh, Tiny Nose. Who's Tiny Nose?
What? I said nothing. Imps are extremely loyal to one another. Red Nose will defeat Gieth and bring endless abundance. Wolf meat? Red Nose and Tiny Nose are brothers! Yes! Delicious! Can I have some now?
Well, the chef might have some leftovers.
Tiny Nose is always down at the cave. Just one bite. Please? Tiny Nose is clever. He makes deals with beanstalks like you. Beanstalks give delicious cooked wolf meat to Tiny Nose. He loves it. And in return, Tiny Nose gives mineral wagons to humans. Humans love them. Meat. Sweet and succulent wolf meat. Please, you'll give me some, right? Huh?
There must be more to it. I must let our captain know. I think I know how the imps got a hold of weapons.
I will look for traces of Red Nose near that cave over there. You should meet Tiny Nose.
Shush. Shush. You need to lower the voice. We are finished if the red nose catches us. Really? How did you know I like this? I've prepared a mineral wagon. Help yourself. Huh? What do you mean you don't need it? Then what do you want from me? Our boss? You want to hear about Red Nose? One rainy day, he was wiping away his tears in seclusion after being roughed up for his shiny schnoz, when he was discovered by a man wrapped in black robes. He opened his hand to reveal a wishing black stone. Red Nose prayed before this man clad in black. I wish for the power to flatten everyone's noses. Hearing Red Nose's words seething with hatred, the man gave him the black stone in return for a promise. You see that large stone over there, with the mark on it? The man told Red Nose to remember that mark, saying that he will have to fight alongside him one day.
So black stones are the source of his power. That makes sense, all things accounted for. Of course I know about black stones. I told you Eden and I were acquainted. Now, let's review the information we've gathered up until now. Normally, Red Nose is average imp-sized, but grows to gigantic proportions when enraged. How might we prod him into such a state? Right, I'd almost forgotten the magical power of mockery. Good, now it's my turn. I've happened to discover something meaningful nearby. Using the information you gathered from the Western Guard camp, I tracked down the location of the incident. You can see here traces of Red Nose's hopping mad rampage. What a gruesome scene. Those soldiers were someone's husband or brother. I was racking my brain over how to hunt down Red Nose, but black stones being the source of his power may just be the key. Take this potion. You'll be able to follow the energy signature of black stones. What? You think I'm trying to poison you? I didn't even brew it. Eden did, so drink up. Oh, can you see it? Those are his tracks. Follow them and it should lead straight to his hideout. Hold on, don't touch it. The energy that comes from black stones is very dangerous.
dare say, did you just lick that? Not the strangest tracking technique I've seen, but close. It's Red Nose's hideout. Why don't you take a step back? Fania's soldiers will be here soon. It's best to fight together.
You not only tracked down Red Nose's hideout, but defeated him all on your own. That's something. How could someone with such prowess find themselves shoveling dirt for some pretty boy in a headband. How would you feel about putting your potential to better use? The people could use a champion like you. I'll inform his lordship of your interest.
If you would just hand over the black stone that was in Red Nose's possession.
Apologies, Your Highness, but I couldn't find it. He likely took it with him into the Dark Rift.
Then it was all for naught. No, not quite. It was your first task, and your performance was commendable.
Yes, my lady. They have met every measure of your recommendation. They're a fine mercenary and have quelled the imps for the time being.
Is that so? Well then, rookie, you may approach. I shall reward you for your service. Tiny Nose's information was instrumental to defeating Red Nose, but he is also directly to blame for drawing out this feud.
We found evidence of them trading military supplies with humans. This allowed them to be quickly battle-ready.
A prisoner of war should be kept chained, but it would be a shame to waste such talent. Seeing as how you unlocked his whole operation, I'll entrust you to decide Tiny Nose's fate.
I've got loads of connections. I'm also a great worker. I'll work hard. I'll turn over a new leaf.
We've lost track of Red Nose, but we must keep seeking the stone that consumed him. There's a coastal village nearby, Velia. Go to Alustin, a wise man there, and report to him on the situation regarding the stone.
I sent word to the Velia Vigilantes. Tiny Nose will be entrusted to one of their work supervisors. Well done.
Welcome to Velia. I'm Hans, a Velia vigilante. Aren't you the one being credited with defeating Red Nose? Your praises are being sung by the great Captain Cliff. If you'd chosen to enlist, I'm certain you'd have been set for life. Anyway, the sage Alustin is waiting for you. We sincerely welcome you to Velia.
This says that Red Nose has been defeated.
If that's the case, why the hell's this village still in this state? I heard they're still drafting soldiers. How about you? It's all because of those damn goblins.
My love, what will I tell Helen? To think I'd be widowed at my age.
I prayed this year would be free from that curse, and yet here we are in another drought.
Aye, and the chief's granddaughter's coming of age this year.
Oh no, whatever shall we do?
What's the meaning of all this?
The trade wagon that left yesterday has been raided. Again.
Hardell is considering severing ties with us.
Goblins again? How many guards do we need to stop them? The entire guild will starve at this rate.
Oh, wise one, this village is filled with bad spirits.
Shouldn't we do something with the chief's granddaughter first?
In times like these, we need to stay vigilant from within as well. And to do so... A greater world awaits your discovery. Welcome, adventurer. You seem to bear a dark energy, eons old. I am Alustin, an alchemist who feels eons old himself at times. Some see these wrinkles as a sign of wisdom, but a wise man would avoid such an unhealthy obsession with black stones. Bruno and Cliff have told me all I need to know of Red Nose tearing through the dark rift and his defeat at your hands. I would like you to assist my other daughter in investigating this matter. However, let us speak on this elsewhere. There are far too many prying eyes here.
Some beetle wings, parasitic bee lava sauce, and let's see, a drop of imp's tear, and then... Oh, this happens every single time I try to make rouge. Oh, welcome. Hello, adventurer. Hiya, Papa. You've brought someone along? Friends of my father get better deals. They're basically just watered-down versions of Florence's potions anyway. I'm kidding! Please, buy my wares.
Eileen, save your sales pitch. I've a task for you. Think you can handle it?
What? Another one? But I just finished the last one. Can't Florence just swoop in and save the day?
Well, If you don't want this opportunity to meet a black spirit host in the flesh...
What? No way. Look at those dreamy eyes. Nothing like the vacant corpse-like expressions I read about.
Eileen, manners.
Oops. Did I say that out loud? I'll just go stick my head in a cauldron and die now.
Come now, child. No need for dramatics. They are in need of your aid.
Me? Specifically? Sure you didn't just confuse me for Chlorins? Gosh, okay. Let's see. How long have you been exposed? Oh, wow. That's a bit excessive. And likely to have accelerated the spirit's encroachment. Tell me, does ceaseless whispering fill your head? Do you have an unquenchable thirst? Is that thirst for apocalyptic chaos?
Eileen!
Got it, Papa. I'll... can do it. Definitely. Probably.
I've received a summons from the Grand Chamberlain Jordine. There are urgent matters at Alejandro Farm to which I must attend. I'll be expecting fair tidings upon my return. Adventurer, please give Eileen your full cooperation.
Right. Chlorins will be off to college soon, setting the academic world on fire, while I do my best to find a man who trusts me not to set his meals on fire. Why was I talking about fire? Oh, right! My training! Time to test some chemical reactions, but I'm all out of material. Come on, Eileen. Oh, I hate to ask for a favor already, but... Stone is hurt.
You have found the right place if you're looking to check in horses and donkeys. You can either capture or directly buy horses.
This happens every time. You would say, why the dying, the dining, because it's good for in the desert area, and the mythical one can walk over water.
Though it's not hidden.
Yeah, this is some sort of code for me. Like the O, small O, that is mythical ones, and the X behind it is the dream ones, and then it doesn't matter if it's male or female. And I also have a code like ZZZ for if it's a new mount, if I get it for free or whatever. And Uwu is for when I breed two horses into one. Yeah, it's weird, but it is what it is. So I'm going to use this one.
gathered so many so quickly? Guess I've got nothing to fear with you around. Though, as soon as we smite one wicked task, another always rears its head. So, I don't see the harm in us taking our time with them. Papa said you needed help, but... what's a couple of hours? Or why don't we take a short walk over to the church? See that bell tower over there? Why don't you, go on ahead. I need to touch up my faith, for, church. Wow.
During droughts. May he stay only in the kitchens of the West.
My faithful congregation who've gathered here today. You've likely not ever set foot in the desert, nor heard tale of the Black Desert and the salvation of Elion. There was a time when black stones were thought to be blessed with Elion's might. Sown like so many seeds beneath the sands that span from Calphion to Valencia. These two nations then declared war over these black stones, who watered the great desert with blood until the sand itself could hold no more. From that day it was known by two names. For the countless black stones, Calphionians know the great desert as the Black Desert. But for the countless lives lost, Valencians call it Red. Not so long after, Elion felt pity for us fallen humans, and granted us the sight to see the black stones for what they truly were. Now that Elion has lifted the veil from our eyes, let us cast off the avarice and offer up our worldly possessions to him.
Forgive us our sins.
May you guide Martina to reconcile with her husband.
There you are.
Not so long after,
Shall we sit together?
Elion felt pity for us fallen humans, and granted us the sight to see the black stones for what they truly were. Now that Elion has lifted the veil from our eyes, let us cast off the avarice and offer up our worldly possessions to Elion.
Shirking your alchemical studies again. I see. No surprises there. What does surprise me is how it's a new man every time. What do they see in you? Hello, I'm Florence, Eileen's twin sister. Father filled me in. I only came here to confirm my suspicions. Now listen here. The Black Spirit is biding its time, waiting until you're spent and exhausted. And when you show the slightest sign of weakness, you will be under its control in an instant. My advice, go get some rest. As for my sister, well, it seems she's already lost interest in you. Don't dawdle here listlessly. Go find Chief Igor Bortali. He's known to treat adventurers with the utmost hospitality.
If I had more money, I wouldn't dream of giving it to you.
It'll eventually.
Don't bother me no
I want to be a giant!
Chiefs as well.
I was once considered a great adventurer, but I ultimately hung my helmet here.
I must admit, I sometimes regret it. Ah, so you're the one Alustan spoke of. We finally meet. I am Igor Bartali, chief of this village. Welcome to Velia. There was a time when I too dreamt of becoming a great adventurer, and I would love to hear of your heroic encounter with Red Nose. But first, I must attend to a small matter requested of me by the Grand Chamberlain. How about you tell your tale over a meal at the Lunar Halo Inn? It's right over there. My wife, Islin, will treat you to some refreshments. Go on ahead. I'll be right behind you. Treat the villagers as you would like them to treat you.
You made a good choice to come to Lunar Halo Inn. Welcome to the Lunar Halo Inn, traveller. You can call me Islin. My husband said you'd be dropping by. Rowdy drunkards think getting pot-shotting is an excuse for breaking a dish or two, but I make sure everyone pays for their mistakes. Here's fair warning to you. This is the chef of our inn, David. Talented, aye, but patrons love him because he pays little heed to the cost of ingredients. Those two over there act like brothers once a little ale's in 'em. In the cold light of sobriety, they find themselves again sworn enemies. That one over there just keeps to himself, smoking his pipe all day long, never orders a thing, literally running on fumes he is. Oh, look at the old man, the wind blew in. Well, what'll you have? Have a seat and we'll get your order in right away. Mountains and cheese bread. That's a staple of ours. Good, good. Take a seat over there. My husband's probably dying to see you.
I don't know about anything else, but a Lustan sure.
Oh, Islin is talkative as ever. Sometimes she keeps customers so long that the food goes cold. Finally. I've been looking forward to dining together and hearing the wealth of stories you have to tell. First, tell me of Red Nose. Tell me everything, theatrics and all. Who helped the most in tracking Red Nose down? That's right. Stand tall and proud. We're all the protagonists of our own stories, after all. But however did Red Nose become leader of the imps? As I recall, he was ever so tiny and timid. black stone given unto Red Nose became one filled with rage. I've no idea what that man is up to. If only I was younger, I'd need just to wave my finger to teach him a lesson. Ah, well. Frustrating though it may be, in times like this, repeat after me. Things are looking up. See? Feels good. Once more. Things are looking up. Your grand journey is still underway, and arduous times are yet to come. Dig deep and shout this out to steel your nerves in those moments.
Well now, what's this? You two together? Things are looking up. Things are looking up.
Oh, Uno. It has been some time. Where have you been quenching your thirst while your old friend's throat is dry?
Me just had a pint at the Dancing Marlin to celebrate our defeat of Red Nose. Cheers! And yet to think a black stone of such high purity brings me back to the days when there were yet hairs on your head.
I'm telling you, it's all gone in an instant. But I, too, am reminded of the tale of the Great Desert. 10 years past now?
This is your first time hearing it, right? Listen well, it's quite the tale. 10 years past. In the distant desert, a sudden and strange phenomenon occurred. The ground beneath the sands cracked wide, and an ancient ruin burst forth. It was the ruins of Histria, once existing only in ancient texts. Held deep within her, a final chamber composed of the purest black stones.
He's been on about this story for a decade now. My ears can't take it any longer. Be present. It's the year 286. 286!
Nostalgia serves as the greatest drive in the twilight years of a senile old fool. And yet, thanks to what occurred back then, business has never stopped booming.
Never thought I'd see the day when Igor the Adventurer was properly domesticated. The things love will do to us, eh?
I may not look it now, but I was indeed quite the adventurer in my day. People would travel far and wide to consult with me on matters of Histria.
Look at the stone spider flaunting his carapace to the stoneback crab, like he's forgotten he's speaking with the continent's foremost imp expert. And on my honor, I swear on that day I clearly saw it. The shining star fall into the hills of the Forest of Seclusion.
That nonsense again. Give it a rest, my dear friend. No one found a star, not even a scrap of metal in that area.
I promise you, before my dying breath, I shall uncover its secret. I, Uno, am a man of my word. Believe it!
The smoke tastes good.
This stuff is great. Careful. Do you know how much this beer cost me?
I couldn't believe it. She told me to shave my beard.
Do you know how many years I spent whacking those scarecrows?
Oh, Johnny, You're here as well.
Of course. I have to lay down the hammer sometimes.
Yes, indeed. It's been some time. Care to hear of my travels to Valencia?
Oh, good. Adventurer, you're awake. This is the home of Trannon Underfoe, the blacksmith. He said you had a pretty rowdy night at the tavern, so he brought you back here. You should go thank him for taking care of you. And maybe apologize for dueling his anvil. Let's be off. We're going to overcome the Black Spirit together. I have a close friend who is going through a similar situation. Her name is Emma. Emma Bartali. Yes, the chief's granddaughter. You could say she's the princess of the town. Ever since she was little, Emma would often have nightmares, but it's grown worse. Now, a dark figure has begun to invade her mind. We're going to pay her a visit. Though, please understand, for anyone so shy, and who suffers as she suffers, a smile would be hard to muster. Oh, poor Emma. She's the only person who's opened their heart to me. I must find a way to rid her of her vile infestation. Nightmares of the Kingdom of Kron often haunt Emma. People do not talk about it, saying it's a curse that befell the family. See, she's a descendant of that house, and they sacrificed the lives of their citizens to an immortal alchemist in return for eternal life. That family, they treat the curse like it's nothing, like it's a normal part of any child's formative years. Nonsense, I say. No wonder she shuns people. I'm counting on you to get close to her heart. Here, have a look at this. 150 years have passed since the fall of the Kingdom of Kron. Yet, House Bartali still remains in the public eye. Grave robbers have once again stolen Noir Bartali III's treasure, a piece of heaven. However, the town has shown no pity, saying that it's a well-deserved punishment. The chief may seem like he just enjoys drinking with adventurers all the time, but he really cares about the town, more than anyone else. He gave me a place to set up my own shop, and he's serious about restoring the Bartali name. The Bartali family store their ashes in an ossuary north of this town. A place like that, teeming with Kron's secrets, must have some clues. Go ahead and take the path near the church. I'll check in on our dear, hungover Dr. Uno, then join you.
Do you finally like that one? What? You're throwing it away again? Why have you thrown away so many?
Look at my face. Haven't even worked up a sweat. Patience is all about refining. I'm Tron and Wonderful, a blacksmith with patience. No need to thank me. Looks like I have myself a valuable new patron. I can see how callous the palms of your hands are. You will certainly be a regular at the forge. From now on, trust your gear to me, a master craftsman. And, by the way, where are you off to with Eileen? Well, us you hurry? Got peculiar taste, that's for sure. Most tourists would prefer visiting more scenic spots. On your way there, give my regards to my dear friend Richie, if you could. He's not been in his town too long. Think I'm the only friend he has.
Hurt.
What are you? An adventurer or a grave robber? Oh, Eileen. You've come with a new friend today. You didn't let a grave robber trick you into bringing them here, did you?
I know that I may not be the brightest compared to my sister, but I'm not that foolish, you old man.
It's merely that everyone trusts Clarence's shrewd nature will keep her safe. You, on the other hand, well, what brings you here? Richie? I wasn't aware he had any friends to receive regards from. Tronnen? So Richie's been shirking his duties to... Anyway, Richie is probably down below, sweeping and cleaning. Friendly warning for the newcomer. Never lay a hand on anything, or else.
Well, this isn't as scary as I thought it would be. Anything good here? Huh? Over there! Ah! A ghost!
Ah! A human?
What? A talking ghost? Adventurer, exorcise it!
Don't you know who I am? The notorious grave robber, Afuaru's cousin.
Oh, that was scary. I've never been ghosted before. Think it enjoys haunting an ossuary falling into ruin. I thought that Houtman had the easiest job in town, but that is clearly not the case. Adventurer, what's this? Do you think the ghost dropped it? A key! The Bartali crest is engraved on it. So maybe it unlocks something in the ossuary. I'll ask Rich... Where is he? You don't think he's been hurt, do you? Come on, let's go find Richie. Oh, Elion, All, Sylvia, Thornwood Goddess, please keep Richie safe. Richie. Oh, thank goodness. Were you trapped in here? And are you sweeping?
No. This is just me salvaging the last bits of my pride off the floor.
What's all this commotion about? What? Did you cause trouble again?
Old man? Did you know that Richie was trapped in here all along? You really keep vigilant watch over the ossuary, huh?
What? Another grave robber showed their ugly mug? Oh, that cowardly Richie was probably hiding again. I can't be everywhere all at once. An ossuary needs constant care. I'm bound to forget a thing or two. Age takes its toll. You'll see. If it were your sister here, she would have done something clever, like brewed up a potion to make the cowardly goblin a bit braver.
Well, you're not wrong, but it still hurts. Let's go, adventurer. That's Eileen for you. Makes you wonder if she truly is the great Alustin's daughter. Sorry we didn't get much out of this adventurer. I wanted to lift Emma's spirits for a change. Please stay back. Don't follow me back. No, don't. Who are you? How much longer will this nightmare last?
Oh my. The grave robber could have hurt you, Eileen. Don't you ever do that again, even if it's for me.
But I still haven't found clues to the nightmares that haunt you. This adventurer here is going through something similar. I'm sure of it.
No. I'm so thankful that you tried. I don't want anyone to be in danger again because of me. Hello. My name is Emma, daughter of Justin Bartali. You must be a guest of my grandfather. Well then, take care.
Hold on, Miss Emma. I'm sorry that I couldn't repay your kindness. But look at this! My howls of terror must have shocked that grave robber into dropping it!
The script is kind of old, but I think I can read it. It appears to be someone's journal from the Kingdom of Kron.
Ah, my poor, lonely Hannah. My dear niece. Lovely and beautiful to the very end. A spring's courtship blossomed into summer romance, which bore fruit like autumn. Only for the suitor to coldly part like winter. You persevered alone to rear your child. Only for the king to steal him away. Falling victim to an aged fool's selfish ambitions, seeking eternal life. The world came crashing down, but I shall remember Hannah forever, even as I clean the nursing bottle she couldn't heat up for a final time. It is another trace of sin left behind by my ancestor. How long shall I repent his sins to wash away the karma? Well, I just can't keep avoiding it like this. Would you both listen to my sorry tale? In Kron Castle, ruined by sins of past, lay tiny souls hidden, tears amassed. I reach out to comfort those unnamed, but some strange force keeps me restrained. Then, black as smoke soon overtakes me. I flee and flee. Can no one save me? The crimson gaze. I can't escape thee. My piercing screams what finally wakes me. And now, whispers haunt me beyond my dreams. But I'm unaware of what those whispers mean. There's someone in my dreams who pushes me into Kron Castle. A man wearing a sheep's skull, surrounded by goblins.
If texts I've read are to be trusted, The black spirit has begun to take hold of her. Oh, we can't just sit and do nothing. Let's see what we can find at Kron Castle.
Eileen, if we take action, it'll put my grandfather in a difficult position. I read the rescript that the Grand Chamberlain, Jordine, had sent not so long ago. Goblins that were driven away from the plains of Agris by the imps are now becoming more and more aggressive toward traders. And those goblins, they aren't on good terms with the rebel forces of Medea, who are occupying the Kron Castle ruins. All this havoc may account for the Grand Chamberlain's foul mood as of late. Best not for us to add to it.
You are most dear to the Chief, Emma. And to me too, because you're my friend.
Thanks, Eileen, you're right. We've got to do something. In that case, meeting Grusha would be the best place to start. Grusha is a loyal protector of House Bartali. He's been keeping watch over the Goblins' forest.
Welcome to Velia. Need to use the storage? You can keep more goods if you get a house in town and use it for storage. I'm only telling you for caution's sake, but I'm not a locksmith. You can buy as many houses as you have contributed to this region.
Our town is peaceful. Have a pleasant stay.